Welcome to this deep dive. Today we're tackling a really core part of English communication, the present tense. We want to really explore its ins and outs. Think of this as, well, your shortcut to feeling confident using it and understanding it.
Yeah.
It's fundamental, for talking about now, things that are always true and our routines.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're drawing our insights from the Mastering English Present Tense material from the Ginger Test podcast. They aim to make grammar, understandable and genuinely useful.
Right.
And that's exactly our mission here, too. Pull out the key takeaways about the present tense so you get a really clear, solid grasp of it fast.
Okay, let's dive in then. So, at its core, the present tense really covers, three main ideas, doesn't it?
It does.
First, you've got actions happening, like right now.
Yeah.
Second, things that are always true, general facts.
Yeah.
And third, our regular habits, the stuff we do repeatedly.
And the source gives some really clear examples that pin these down nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so for habits, you've got, I drink tea every morning. Simple. For something that's generally true, like a fact about someone, she works at a bank. And then for a universal truth, something always true. The sun rises in the east.
Right.
And what's amazing is just how much of our, day-to-day chat relies on these pretty simple structures.
It's true. You don't always realize it, but yeah, we lean on them constantly. Now, it's also interesting that the present tense isn't just like one monolithic thing.
No, definitely not.
The Ginger Test podcast actually breaks it down, right?
Yeah.
Into different types.
That's right. Yeah. It might seem straightforward on the surface, but understanding these different flavors, let's say, can really sharpen how you communicate. They list 4 main types.
Okay.
So first is the simple present. That's your go-to for facts, habits, routines. The example they use is they play football every Sunday.
Okay. Standard routine. Makes sense. What's next?
Next up is the present continuous. This one's all about actions happening right this second, as we speak. Their example is quite meta. I am talking to you on this podcast.
Right. So for us, it'd be something like, we are digging into the present tense right now.
Exactly. A perfect real-time example.
So simple present for routines and facts. Present continuous for right now.
Yeah.
What about the other two? They sound a bit more complex.
They involve a connection to the past. So
Yeah.
number 3 is the present perfect. This describes actions that started in the past but either carry on into the present or have just finished.
Okay.
The example is, she has lived here for 5 years. See? Started 5 years ago, still true now. The key is that link between past and present.
Got it. Started in the past, relevant now. And the last one.
The last one is the present perfect continuous. This one really emphasizes the ongoing nature of an action that started in the past and is still happening.
Huh?
The example for this is, I have been studying English since morning. It really highlights the duration, that stretch of time.
That's a really helpful breakdown. Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect, continuous. Each adds a slightly different nuance. Now, let's circle back. Why should you, our listener, really focus on mastering this? Why is the present tense so vital?
Well, just think about expressing yourself. The present tense in all these forms lets you talk about, basically everything important in the immediate sense.
Like what?
Like what you're literally doing right now, also what you do habitually, your routines, and things you've done recently that still have some kind of impact or relevance now.
Right. The source gives examples for that too, doesn't it?
It does. For a habit, I eat breakfast at 8. Straightforward, simple present.
Yep.
And for a recent action that connects to now, I have finished my homework. That's present perfect.
Yeah.
Finishing is done, but the state of being finished is current.
I see. So it really does kind of structure how we talk about our day, our current state, our habits.
Exactly. You're constantly building your narrative of the now using these tenses, often without even, actively thinking about the grammar.
Okay, so we understand what it is, the different types, why it's important. Let's get practical. What about common mistakes? Where do people usually trip up?
Yes. The Ginger Test material is good on this. It points out some very common errors and, crucially, how to fix them.
Good.
One really frequent one is subject-verb agreement in the simple present, particularly with he, she, and it.
Oh, yeah, the classic third-person singular as. I remember struggling with that. Give us the typical mistake.
Okay, so you often hear learners say something like, he go to school every day.
Right, missing the S.
Exactly. The correct form, of course, is he goes to school every day. That little des or es on the verb for he, she, it seems small, but it's a basic rule of simple present.
Definitely a key one to nail. What's another common pitfall?
Another one involves using the verb to be, like am, is, are, with verbs that describe states, not actions, sometimes called stative verbs.
Okay, what does that look like?
The incorrect example they give is, I am know the answer.
Ah, yeah, you hear that sometimes.
Right, but know isn't an action you do continuously like running or talking. It's a state of understanding. So the correct sentence is simply, I know the answer.
So no am, is, or are with verbs like know, love, believe, understand, those kinds of words.
Generally, yes, when using the simple present. You wouldn't usually say, I am loving this pizza, although that's becoming more common informally. Technically, the simple I love this pizza is for the general state. The rule is mainly about not using the continuous form am knowing or is believing when you just mean the state itself.
That distinction's important. It's about action versus state.
Precisely. Getting that difference helps avoid quite a few common errors.
Okay, this is really useful. To kind of consolidate this, the source had a little quiz, right?
It did, a quick check.
Want to run through it? Let's test ourselves. And you listening can test yourselves too.
Sounds good. Fire away.
Okay, sentence 1. She write poems in her free time. Correct or incorrect?
That one's incorrect. Because she is third person singular. Simple present habit needs the S. It should be. She writes poems in her free time.
Spot on. Okay, number 2. They are playing cricket now. Correct or incorrect?
That one sounds correct to me.
And why?
Our playing is present continuous. Now tells us the action is happening at this moment, and our playing matches the plural subject, they. Checks out.
Perfect. Okay, last one. I have been eat my lunch. Correct or incorrect?
Ah, that one's incorrect. Close, but not quite.
What's wrong with it?
It's trying to be present perfect continuous, which describes an ongoing action, but that tense needs the main verb in the ing form. So it should be, I have been eating my lunch.
Got it. Need that ing for the continuous part? Excellent. We handled those well.
Good practice.
So now for the real world. What's a practical takeaway? A tip you can start using, like today.
Well, the Ginger Test podcast has a really neat quick tip for this. It's a simple daily exercise, just 3 sentences.
Okay, I like simple and daily. What's the exercise?
The idea is, every day, maybe in the morning, consciously make 3 sentences using different aspects of the present tense.
Like?
First, make one about a habit you have. Simple present. For instance, I wake up at 7 a.m., or I check my email first thing.
Okay, one habit.
Second, state a fact. Again, simple present. Could be personal, like I live in London, or general, like their example, water boils at 100 degrees C.
Right, one fact. And the third?
The third sentence should describe something you're doing right now or around the current time. So present continuous, like I am planning my day, or for you listening perhaps, I am listening to this deep dive.
Ah, yes, very meta again. I really like that exercise. One habit, one fact, one current action. It forces you to actively use the different forms.
Exactly. And the source suggests that doing this consistently, even just these 3 sentences a day, can help make using these tenses feel, second nature. It moves from being a rule you remember to just how you speak.
Which is ultimately the goal, isn't it? To make it automatic and natural.
Absolutely. Small, regular practice beats infrequent cramming every time when it comes to language.
Okay, so let's wrap up this deep dive on the present tense. We've covered its basic meaning, talking about now, always, and often. We broke down the 4 key types: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous, looking at those subtle differences.
We also talked about why it's so crucial, how it helps you describe your immediate world, your habits, your recent actions.
Yeah, and we tackled some common errors like that third persons and what not to use am, is, or are with state verbs.
And importantly, we left you with that practical 3-sentence daily exercise to really embed this stuff.
Right. So here's a final thought to take away. Just start noticing it more. As you go about your day, listen to how you talk, listen to how others talk. Pay attention when someone uses I work here versus I'm working on this project. Spotting those differences in real-life conversation. Understanding why a particular tense was chosen. That's a really powerful way to deepen your intuitive grasp of the present tense, this absolute cornerstone of English.
Definitely. It's all around you all the time. Just tune into it.